And Eric is in front of us right now.
It brings us to Route 97.
You heard Willie.
Eric made sure that we didn't miss any scenery of his hometown Bend and guided us in his white Volkswagen to Route 97.
Eric's house is on a butte. It's a high area, and you have such a beautiful view of the city of Bend.
We continued our journey to our next destination, San Francisco, 491 miles south from Bend, Oregon, on the 2nd of April at 10:30 a.m., after 3 days with our friend Eric in Bend, Oregon.
There goes Eric. He's leading us to Route 97. What a beautiful place to live in. What a view, huh? What a view. This is Wall Street, and we're driving through Bend, and these are some of the sights you will see. Business area, and very, very lovely. This is the mountain where Eric's going to go hiking today. I think I'm very impressed. I don't know if I could hike around this mountain to get to the top. We're approaching 97, where Willie and I will be taking our journey further. Oh well, we're leaving Eric to now, and we're on 97, and we had a wonderful time. So we're on our way to San Francisco. Let's take the day and enjoy it.
Make sure you wear some flowers in your hair.
I think that's
if you get to San Francisco.
I think that's from the hippie time, but it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Goodbye. This is what it's like to ride on a road, leaving Bend with some beautiful music.
We were listening to the national broadcasting station, Willie's favorite radio station, which put us into a great spirit with Johann Strauss music. Variety is the spice of life, which made us switch to my type of music, which is country. We came to lower elevation after driving for almost 2 hours on Route 97, and the snow was gone, and Mario Bocelli was singing and entertaining us. The forests of the Oregon National Parks along Route 97 were behind us by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We traveled alongside a railroad track toward the Calumet Lake. At almost 30 miles long and up to 8 miles wide and depths of 60 feet in some places, the Upper Calumet Lake in Oregon is the largest freshwater body west of the Rocky Mountains. The Upper Calumet is easily one of the most beautiful and popular of all Oregon lakes. We found a place where we could get out of the car and get close to the lake after driving alongside the lake for the last 30 minutes. Anglers won't want to miss the amazing Oregon fishing at Pelican Bay, which is home to some of the largest trout on the continent. This is a fly fisherman's paradise. We crossed the Oregon-California border and continued on Route 97 south. The first town we traveled through was called Doris. As we can see, forest fires are not only isolated in Southern California. Route 97 South leads through the Modoc National Forest and protects part of Modoc, Lassen, and Siskiyou counties. Most of the forest was covered by an immense lava flow millions of years ago. Bordered south of the Modoc National Forest is the Shasta Trinity National Forest. It is the largest national forest in California. The 2,210,000 acre forest encompasses 5 wilderness areas, hundreds of mountain lakes, and 6,200 miles of streams and rivers. Major features include Shasta Lake, the largest man-made lake in California, and Mount Shasta, elevation 14,179 feet. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon as we stopped at the Grass Lake Rest Area for a late lunch. We continued our travel on Route 97 South after a 15-minute break. The snow-covered majestic Mount Shasta was in our view for a period of 15 minutes while we drove with a speed of 60 miles per hour. At 14,179 feet, Mount Shasta is the second highest peak in the Cascades and the 5th highest in California.
What a picture. What a picture. This picture. Just take some.
We covered the distance from the Grass Lake Rest Area to the town of Weed in about 30 minutes.
Coming into the town of Weed, that's W-E-E-D, in California, what Willie calls a downtown Weed.
The town of Weed gets its name from the founder of the local lumber mill and pioneer Abner Weed, who discovered that the area's strong winds were helpful in drying lumber.
You know which way to go?
Yes, right.
This tourist info. I guess it's in the smoke shop here. Did you see that?
In 1897, Abner Weed bought the Siskiyou Lumber and Mercantile Mill and 280 acres of land in what is now called the City of Weed for the sum of $400. By the 1940s, Weed boasted the world's largest sawmill.
Sweet. We're on a freeway.
The freeway is what we call a highway in New York. We left Weed behind us and entered I-5 South, where we traveled for 2 hours to Redding, where we spent the night at a Ramada hotel.
Okay, we're in California, driving along I-5, and basically now we have farmland, and it looks like a lot of olive trees that are growing on the side. I saw a sign before. So, enjoy the picture. It's April 3rd. Okay? This is what it looks like. There's the Walmart.
We made a quick stop at a Walmart along I-5 to buy some food for lunch.
Back on to the 5. Competing with the trucks.
We are now driving through the Sacramento Valley, a watershed of Sierra Nevada, which is rich in agriculture, but also significant of the seat of California state government. Lying halfway between the Pacific Ocean and the Sierra Nevada, the Sacramento Valley affords the convenient travel time to San Francisco and Lake Tahoe. Okay, well, we're here on our first stop on our way to San Francisco today, and we got some nice sandwiches we made, and tonight we have a reservation in a lovely hotel, and tomorrow I'm looking forward to seeing San Francisco. We're going to be here 3 nights in the area, so I'm enjoying my lunch. Think about your trip to San Francisco.
I wish I would have some flowers for my hair.
We'll get you some, Willie.
Okay.
But you know what might happen with that. You know, you might
Maybe somebody is gonna fall in love with me.
Maybe you're gonna find some flies around your flowers.
We use regular road maps in rural areas, but we prefer to use a GPS when we have to find an address in a city or suburb.
After 1/2 mile, keep left, Interstate 80 westbound towards San Francisco. Then take the freeway.
You heard it. We followed the instructions and we're on our way to San Francisco over I-80 West.
After 1/2 mile, keep left, Interstate 80 westbound.
The I-80 led us across the Carquinez Bridge and the Oakland Bay Bridge into San Francisco. We noticed green meadows as we came closer to the Pacific coast and blamed the damp air of the Pacific. It was about 2 p.m. as we passed Vallejo, which is the home to the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom theme park. We crossed the Carquinez Bridge, which refers to the parallel bridges spanning through the Carquinez Strait, forming from the Interstate 80 between Crockett and Vallejo. The name originally referred to a single cantilever bridge built in 1927, helping to form a direct route between San Francisco and Sacramento. A second parallel cantilever bridge was completed in 1958 to deal with the increased traffic. Later, seismic problems of the 1927 span led to the construction and 2003 opening of a replacement suspension bridge, officially called the Alfred Zampa Bridge. After driving another 14 miles on I-80, we came to the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. The San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, known locally as the Bay Bridge, is a complex of bridges. As part of Interstate 80 and the direct road between San Francisco and Oakland, it carries about 240,000 vehicles a day on its 2 decks. It has one of the longest spans in the United States. The toll bridge was conceived as early as the Gold Rush days, but construction did not begin until 1933. Designed by Charles H. Purcell and built by the American Bridge Company, it opened on November 12, 1936, 6 months before the Golden Gate Bridge. It originally carried automobile traffic on its upper deck and trucks and trains on the lower, but after the closure of the key system transit lines, the lower deck was converted to road traffic as well. In 1986, the bridge was unofficially dedicated to James B. Rolfe. We had a good view of San Francisco's financial district, also called the Wall Street of the West, as we reached the end of the bridge. I-80 merged with Route 101 South, which brought us to our destination, the Howard Johnson Hotel on South Airport Boulevard, where we stayed for 3 days. Thank you for watching, and we wish you happy travels. Pat and Willi E.